8:17 and a half here on this 17th day of May in the year 2016. Anno Domini.
He's back.
This is the Den, Ken's Den. You know what, Pete?
Uh-oh.
This may be the first rant that I need to put a disclaimer on.
Uh-oh, seriously?
The views of myself do not necessarily represent the views of the station, its management, or that of Westfield State University. When I came back from Vegas the other day, I found out that some changes were made at a large commercial radio station in our area.
Here we go.
A large Springfield station had changed its lineup. Yes, we have some local FM stations that have morning drive programs, but most of them are filled with music and not much talk. I'm talking about AM radio, that big commercial station in Springfield whose signal is so hot you can pick it up down in Waterbury, Connecticut. I normally listen to our programming here on WSKB in the morning, but when I'm not in range of our transmitter, what do I listen to? I like to listen to local talk radio. For years, I listened to Brad Shepard and Bo Sullivan on that big AM station. A few years ago, they replaced Brad with Adam Wright. I normally do not like change, but I embraced it, and I enjoyed the fresh change that Adam brought to the morning drive show on that station. When I didn't have the capability of listening to Pagluka, Gorman, McMahon, Barry, or any of our other Morningside community radio show host broadcasts, I would tune in to that big AM station because it had local content. It was announced that the Adam Wright Show with Bo Sullivan would no longer be on the air, and it would be replaced with a show taking place in Worcester. This new show is hosted by Jim Polito. You may recognize the name because he put some time in as a member on the news team at one of our local television stations.
Yes, he did.
Even though the name is familiar and Worcester is only about an hour away, it is not local in my eyes. When I wasn't in range of our signal here at WSKB, I would listen to my buddies Adam and Bo. From Bo's Talk About Sports, which I listened to but didn't understand because I don't follow sports anyway, to Adam's take on third-party candidates. I always enjoyed tuning into local talk. When I left for Vegas last Friday, I had no idea that I was listening to the stupidest thing of the week for the last time. A tear came to the corner of my eye. Where does that leave us? WSKB is now one of the last sources in the area for a local morning drive talk radio. WSKB Morningside will still be bringing you local talk, local discussion of politics, local talk of community events, local interviews with community members that could be your neighbor, local announcements of happenings in the area, local discussions of topics that affect our community, local on-air personalities that know what makes our community tick, local mayors and civic leaders bring you the information you want. WSKB Radio, through the cooperation of Westfield State University and the WSU Student Radio Club, has just become a bigger asset to the greater Westfield community than what it was just a week ago. With the help of our underwriters, we were able to maintain and improve the WSKB studios, keeping this great asset to our community running. I need to note that not once did I badmouth or otherwise slander that big AM station or its ownership or management. I'm simply going on the record with my disappointment with the loss of local content during the morning drive time on a talk format station. I understand it was not a local decision, even though our direct competition there in the morning time slot had excellent ratings. Their numbers were even up. To my friends and fellow broadcasters Adam and Bo, your presence on the airwaves will be missed. It will be sad not being able to hear you on the radio when I can't hear the much better programming here on WSKB during my morning drive into the office. Let's do this. If you are listening, and I hope you are, since you're not broadcasting at the moment, I would like to welcome you onto my show if you get the hankering to be on the air, even though I never got the invite to come over to the big AM station. I always have an extra microphone here on Ken's Den. You know how to get in touch with me.